Turning now to Japan and the Fukushima nuclear plant, where crews have managed to attach power cables to two of the damaged reactors. This could be an important breakthrough in efforts to prevent a catastrophe at the tsunami-hit facility. For more, we turn to RT's Ivor Bennett, who is live in Nagasaki. Good to have you with us. So does this mean they'll be able to restore cooling to the system?
Well, no, not yet. Even though they have attached power cables to two reactors, reactors 1 and 2, there's no guarantee the cooling systems will actually work because they fear the electronics inside those cooling pumps may have been damaged in the earthquake or the ensuing explosions at those reactors. And so what they're doing is they're not just turning on the electricity just yet because they fear if they do, it could malfunction even more in the pumps. And so they're being very wary before starting the power to those pumps because they really need those pumps to work. And that's the only realistic way they're going to get this situation under control and the temperatures inside the reactors down. What they're doing in the meantime, they're still spraying water into the reactors. Last night, the Tokyo Fire Department, for 13 hours, sprayed 2,000 tons of water into reactor number 3. But there's only so much that can do because already this evening we've heard that the pressure inside the reactor number 3 is increasing again, so they're going to have to vent it, which means the controlled release of steam. But with that release of steam is the escape of radioactive substances as well. Now, as for the radiation in the regions around Fukushima, we now know that there have been traces of radioactive substances, radioactive iodine, in fact, found in the water systems in the 5 neighbouring prefectures, including in Tokyo even. This is traces of radioactive iodine. It's not considered harmful if ingested just yet, but what's worrying is that it's there. It wasn't there before this disaster happened. In Fukushima, the radiation levels inside the water are considered to be harmful. What's more, it's also spread to food products from the region. Taiwan has just reported that some imported fava beans from Japan do contain traces of radiation as well. So it's a bit of a worrying development there, and the anxiety now as regarding this radiation is now spreading to anger on the streets because today 500 anti-nuclear protesters joined a demonstration, an annual anti-war demonstration in Tokyo, demonstrating against nuclear power. They're holding placards calling for the end of nuclear power in Japan. They're unlikely to have that demand met, but the Fukushima plant, once this situation is under control, will certainly be closed because it's been rendered useless now following the spraying of water inside the reactors.
We've heard that the number of victims of last Friday's tsunami has reached more than 8,000 now. Police say that could reach as high as 15,000 in one prefecture alone. How so far is the rescue operation going?
Well, the rescue operation is still ongoing, but it's more of a salvage operation, a search operation now, because they know obviously the chances of finding people alive are pretty slim now. It's been 9 days since the earthquake and the tsunami struck. Having said that, though, they've had what's being dubbed a miracle today. An 80-year-old woman and a 16-year-old boy were found alive amongst the rubble in a town in the Miyagi prefecture called Ishinomaki, which was one of the worst areas. So these two people have been found alive. Now, it's been dubbed a miracle because normally with these sort of things, with search and rescue operations following natural disasters like earthquakes, it's considered after 72 hours pretty unlikely to find people alive. 5% survival rate after 96 hours. These people survived for more than double that amount, and that was even in unseasonably wintry conditions. Having said that, though, the death toll has been steadily rising. It's now at 8,133, and the number missing is still over 12,000.
Well, if at all possible, we can all hope for more good news from Japan. Well, thanks very much for that perspective. Ivor Bennett, live for us in Nagasaki.